1.4 seconds. De Pasquale gives it everything. Shane had the rear brakes locked on the run into turn 2 there. He is not messing about. He's got a qualifying pace going at the moment, trying to fend off this challenge from De Pasquale.
Nice job by Will to move it out of the way there. Will Brown just moved, let both parties straight through.
1.3 seconds is the gap as the Shell V-Power racing car gets a little bit closer to the back of the Red Bull Ampol racer. Has he got enough in reserve? Are we going to have a grandstand finish? Third gear, fourth gear, through the right-hander down here through turn 10. He's closer again, 1.2 seconds. He's peeling tenths away when it matters. Is he going to be able to have a crack here? This is starting to liven up. This is what we all want to see. Into the final corner. De Pasquale incentivised. Is the situation that Van Gisbergen is going to need to start to move defensive.
2 to go.
1 second is the gap with 2 to go. So there's a little over 4 kilometres of racing to come. The shadows are long in Townsville. 0.8 of a second. This is real.
Yep.
This is real. De Pasquale is throwing a big punch at Van Gisbergen, and there's nothing in this for the final 2 laps.
He is pressing on hard. 0.7 of a second now. Fastest car on the track last lap, Anton De Pasquale. He's throwing everything at it. This Shell V-Power Mustang is being thrown around as hard as you can possibly drive it right now. These are qualifying laps on this tyre.
0.6 of a second, and close enough now to be a major threat as they make their run down towards turn 11. So Anton De Pasquale getting very, very close to the back of Shane van Gisbergen, who appears to be just a little bit vulnerable at the back end. We saw a couple of shots before at the rear of that car starting to skate around just a fraction, and it's car number 55, Thomas Randall, in the foreground here in the Castrol entry that got off to such a ripping start early on. Now the cars are all but line astern as we approach the last lap.
He's on hard, so 1 more to go, 1 more.
Last lap. 2.8 kilometres of racing to come on the streets of Townsville. Randall gets out of the way. Van Gisbergen is our leader. That's officially half a second, and once again he glides it in on the rear Van Gisbergen. This means that De Pasquale is fully incentivised. He gets the best seat in the house to look at the back of the Commodore, and he is now so close that he could be a threat when they get to turn 11.
Top left-hand side of your screen, James Courtney's been able to get by Mostert also. Here we go. This is where the Mustang has been so fast all weekend. He makes a bit of ground on Van Gisbergen. But the next section of road is where Shane has been absolutely at his best. The car rides the bump so nicely, slides it over Boundary Street. The big bump, 180 kilometres an hour, up to 210k. Can he dive it down the inside? He's got 2 more corners after this one. This is turn 11.
Everybody sidestepping, and De Pasquale gets so close. They're 1 corner from home. He has a sniff at the gap. They're going to hit, and he's turned him. He's turned him at the last corner. Unbelievable. Van Gisbergen's been turned around at the last corner by De Pasquale, and he checks up. He checks up. He's going to give it back to him.
No, he didn't let him redress. So he was going to redress, but he didn't let him. Shane stayed there and let him go by first, so he'll get a penalty as a consequence. They're playing the judicial game.
Wow. What a conclusion.
See what happens there.
Well, it's pretty clear what's going to happen there. So what a conclusion. Tagged at the last corner.
That just shows you how close it is.
Look at this on the replay. He threw everything at it, De Pasquale. It was a do-or-die move. Bang! Gets him in the left rear corner. They would have locked eyes at that point in the cockpit of the car, and it would be a ferocious exchange. Bang! Get that into you. So around goes Shane. Right now, De Pasquale's thinking, what do I do? Do I back it off and roll to the line? And then the confusion at the line, and in the end, the umpire sorted it out, and a good call.
So here's the interesting one. He goes to redress. Shane doesn't allow him to redress. So he purposely parks it behind him so that you do incur the penalty.
Well, he certainly owns Pertec Victory Lane here in Townsville. It's for the second year in a row that he's clean swept the 500. Shane, congratulations. That was a pretty dramatic finish. Just talk to us about what happened there at the final corner.
Oh, he had to go. You have to respect that. But yeah, 2 in a row. It's awesome. Thanks so much to the team. Car was good, but his was better, and he run me down. But yeah, I'm stoked. Thanks so much to the guys, and thanks everyone here. It's always a cool event.
Just talk to us about how you had to manage the super soft tyre there in the closing stanza of the race.
Yeah, I tried to go slow, and we were obviously managing the gap. But I noticed in the first stint, second stint, he had more drive than me. I had better front grip, but that wore the tyres out. But yeah, it's all good. Got there in the end.
What about the hard tyre pace today? Do you think it was as good as yesterday?
Yeah, my car was really good on the hard tyre, but as I said, it burnt up the rears, and that hurt more on the soft. But yeah, it was cool. Good to have some action there, and good to see some racing.
Anton came up there to say, sorry, do you guys need to have a chat, clear it up, or you're all good?
Oh, we'll have a chat later. I'm angry at the moment, but anyway, here's what it is.
Go and celebrate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Immediate thought, Anton, when you dived down there and you saw the gap, we all paid the points for having a big crack, which was the thing to do. Did you regret it at the time, or did you think, no, I absolutely had to have a crack?
No, I think the move was half on. Got a little bit further up, could have pulled it off. I just locked the brake a bit early in the stop, and that's why I got into him. Yeah, no, I was all right. We're catching him. We had a big gap to third, so thought I'd have a dip at it, and then I spun him, tried to let him go by, tried to do the right thing, obviously, and then, yeah, it is all good.
Bit of gamesmanship there at the end at the actual control line, but race control sorted it out anyway, so you blokes didn't have to. Now, there's been a bit of tension between you two fellas just in the recent past. You okay?
I'm sweet.
You're sweet?
You okay?
No, I'm fine. No, not between you and I, between you and Shane. There's just been a little bit of friction, because clearly you two are in 2 big teams, you're going for the same space on the racetrack, and I just sense that there's a bit more ag there.
No, I think everyone's just having a crack. Obviously, he's the guy to beat, and we're trying to beat him. So you're gonna be fighting hard on track. But I think there's still a lot of respect, and obviously, you know, he even afterwards we had a chat, and he said, "Oh, good move, thanks for having a crack."
So you have spoken?
Good. Yeah, he said it was good to have a crack. I said, "Oh, sorry, mate, locked the brake and had you off," but all good.
All right, well, that's good. Thanks for having a chat. Good sportsmanship stuff. Thanks, boys. Ben and Anton, we'll see you again very shortly at our next event at Taylor Ben. I'm just going to continue the pit walk here, try and get as many of the key runners as we can in the